Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It is Saturday, February 4th, and I am Laurie Baracco, and I am going to be sharing some messages from Spirit for you all. So, some people already have submitted some questions in the private group, the Facebook group, Laurie Baracco's Astro Lounge. Some of you are viewing on YouTube and some are viewing me live on my Facebook page. Oh, good. I see the comments there. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you all. And so we are, it's a weekend. It's a Saturday. Hello. And we've got a full moon coming in. And last week I did talk about the full moon and the full moon being in Leo and feeling the call of the spirit and the call of your identity and your path. And this is something that just has been really coming up for so many of us, right? The quest, the wonder, why am I here, right? So if some of you are newer to myself and my streamings. I'm Laurie Baracco. I am a professional psychic medium, teacher, author, spiritual mentor, business mentor, and I am the founder of the Mystical Moon. I have 2 storefronts in Southwest Florida. I also have an online store, and I just joined Etsy as well. So lots going on, but the one thing I really do love is to share messages from Spirit. And this is a great way for many of you to receive a quick little message from Spirit. I do have a little bit of a waiting list. So as of yesterday, the count was pretty high. So I appreciate everybody's patience. I do have 108 people on the wait list to schedule. And I already have appointments scheduled. So this is a great way for us to connect in this way, to receive a little message. And also, sometimes the messages that come through that for other people, we can relate to them and they resonate for us as well. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So I do have a few of the questions that have already been submitted, and I'll kind of toggle back and forth between questions that have been submitted and then questions that are live here. I don't think, I don't know, can you, maybe you can send questions ahead of time on YouTube. I'm not sure. Anyway, good morning. And Athena is in Chile, Colorado. Oh, I bet it is cold. Yeah, we had a baby cold front here in Florida that just moved through. All right, so let's see here. So the first question that I'm going to move into is from the Facebook group, the Astro Lounge. And let me go back here. Flip back over here. Good morning. I am using my deck for February, and that's the Tarot of the Owls. I'd like to cover my little demo sticker there. The Tarot of the Owls by Pamela Chen. We have sold so many of these decks in the storefronts and online in the online store and on other platforms as well. So it has been very well received. And I'm so glad that so many people are enjoying the artwork, the symbolism, and the energy of this beautiful deck. So this is the back of the deck. These are the cards. And this is the guidebook that comes with it. So you get a nice, healthy guidebook as well, right? So here are some of the pictures and the messages, very rich. And so you know what I do love about this book is that you see a larger image of the card, and that can help you too with some of the symbolism, right? Especially for those of us who need readers. And so like eyeglasses. And so you can really see the detail, like say this is the 7 of Cups and all of the choices and the energies of the choices, right? You have your owl, the rainbow, that's a snake, then you have a birdhouse and jewels and mice and dragon energy, right? So there are different elements within all of this. And this owl, he's just trying to focus, right? You could see he's like, I'm trying to make a decision, right? And part of that symbolism is that he has his back to whoever is viewing, right? So I'm turning my back on some things and I'm just trying to figure out some stuff here. And of course the purple color means something too, right? So that's what I love about this deck. All right, so away we go. So good morning. So many people joining. Good morning and hello, everybody. All right, so the first question that was submitted was from Doreen, and she says she would love a message. So I'm going to be pulling one card for everyone, and we'll see how many we can get to. This is speed psychic reading. Okay. I was going to try to be an overachiever and hook up my phone and try to do either Instagram at the same time um, or TikTok. But that would not be an overachiever. I would be setting myself up for failure for sure. Okay. All right. So Doreen would love a message from Spirit. And here we go. So Doreen, the card that you have is the Wheel of Fortune reversed, right? So I pulled a card. So I do want to back it up. I did set the space before I went live. I always do that. A lot of times when I'm live with the group, I say my prayer of intention beforehand and I light the stage. I already have done all that and then I hit go live, right? So I've set the space. I've called in spirit. I've called in all of your helpers and asked and requested that the wisdom flow through me for the highest and best good with being as clear a channel and medium as possible. All right, so Doreen wants a message and she has the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So with that being said, this is saying, Doreen, that there might be a little bit of stagnancy and you may be questioning the flow of life and what's going on with you. You might feel a little frustrated with that and wondering, and your faith and hope might be challenged these days. It's like, I am stuck and how is this going to change? How am I going to get to where I need to be? So you might be in the place of doubt these days. So Spirit's encouraging you to try to release control over what is over the areas that you don't see movement or you're not feeling fulfilled. So try to surrender that a little bit and focus on what has been flowing for you at this time. Okay. All right. Hang in there. It'll get better. All right. So then I see Tracy has a question. So here live, I can show it. So I'm going to show it here. Tracy says, I'd love a card. Thank you for doing this. You're very welcome. All right. So here we go. All right. A card. Whoops. I think I flipped that one in the wrong way here. Nope, there's another one that was flipped over. Anyway, okay. So we're going to pull a card for, one jumped out, for Tracy. Tracy, your card is the first card of the deck. It is the Fool. Look how cute. Can you see this? How cute this card is, right? He's got his little stick with the little bundle there, and he's about to take that leap. Do you see his little foot? Okay, so Tracy, the message for you is to go for it, right? Woo! Oh, that was kind of cool. All right, my ring light just went boom. So hopefully the electric is going to stay on here, but there definitely is some magic afoot for you and Spirit, right? So the thing, and Spirit is really encouraging you to take that leap of faith, and that's your validation right there. Isn't that crazy how that just happened? So your card is the Fool. Taking chances, knowing that Spirit has your back, knowing that this opportunity that's coming up for you is probably not going to be there for very long. So just remember that. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. So I'm going to, let's see if I know how to do. Okay, there we go. So the next question is from Anjali. She would like to receive a message as well. Okay, so we're going to pull a card for you. Oh, Tracy, the other thing that I was hearing was just do it. That's the card of just do it. Just do it. Of course, make sure that it's not some of the dynamics line up, but sometimes we just need that boost of courage and just take that leap of faith. Okay, so this is for Anjali. You have the Star card. I think this was yesterday's card of the day, the Star card. So there is things are like, so they want, I feel like I'm sounding like a fortune teller, but things are really favorable for you at this time. And that the conditions are just right. You're not imagining things. It's all coming together for you. They want me to say seven. So seven. So it's either you've been working towards something for the last 7 months, 7 weeks, or I feel like it's not 7 days, but just hang in there a little bit longer, because then they want me to triple that. So 21 days, like within the next 3 weeks, you should be able to see, taste, and feel that goal that you have set for yourself, set into motion for yourself. I feel like there are two references to seven. 7 months ago is, I could do math. It's not May, is it? No, it would be later. Like maybe I really shouldn't try to do math while I'm here. Anyway, 7 months ago, because I got to do this. 7 months ago, there were some things you set into motion for yourself. You were about to see them come together. Okay. Okay. Next one is for, okay, Tamra. Her question is, there are so many paths I could go, and sometimes I don't know which way I should go. I'd love a card from Spirit. All right, let's see. Which way? I'm going to pull a card, but I am hearing it's the path of middle resistance, not the least resistance, not the most resistance, the one where you might have to work a little bit, but where it's not too easy, that it's like, that's not even a challenge. So it's the Three of Pentacles reversed, which is kind of in alignment with what I just shared, right? So you might have to work at it a little bit. It's not that it's too easy, and that something that I feel like it's not something that you're necessarily really known for at this time. Feels like there's okay. So they're showing me education coming in for you. So a little bit of fine tuning and tweaking your gifts, your abilities, your skill set. And then it's kind of in alignment with what you're doing, with one of the things you're doing already. I do feel like it does have to do with this, like healing, spiritual path. Are you interested in working with like past life stuff? It feels like it's not necessarily hypnosis, kind of regression. I'm getting in there and I'm getting to the root of things, and I'm kind of plucking and helping people move through that. Okay, so Tamara says, sounds exactly what I needed. Just finished another tuning fork class. Yeah, there's something else though with that, right? In building that skill set, and it does have to do with helping people understand their own behavior, but looking at past patterns, past lives, redirection in that way for yourself. Like, some people do the tapping too to help reprogram. That is also what I'm seeing in alignment for you. Okay, so I hope that helped. Okay, the next question was from Karen Phillips. Karen Phillips says, the universe is telling me I need to come to this. I'll see you there. Okay, so let's see if there's a card as well. Okay. Karen Phillips. Ooh, you've got the Queen of Wands. So that's really fun, because that's a wonderful validation of following Spirit's lead. The Queen of Wands is very intuitive. She's wise. She knows about magic, and she trusts that there's a reason why I'm going in this direction. I may not know right now, but I know that I will benefit from this experience. So you've got a lot of Queen of Wands energy. How beautiful is that card? And so she's surrounded with sunflowers, and the sunflowers are the solar plexus. It's the will center, right? The drive, the courage, the will. And so it's also, they're saying for you is that if there's not a pathway, like a known pathway, I'll create my own. And she's very creative, and she's not afraid to take chances, but she knows that she has those abilities to do so, to make way for things. Okay. The next one will be for Athena, and I'm just looking at Tamara's comment. Hadn't considered that, but will consider. Have done a couple of EFT courses. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's something with tying it all together. Again, it takes effort and energy. It's not super easy, and you're not maxing yourself out with being stressed over it. All right, Athena, let's see. She would love to see what Spirit has in store for you, or the message, right? Okay. This one here, you have the King of Cups. So the message I'm getting for you is not traditionally the message of the King of Cups, but your emotional intelligence is needed to calm down a situation. It's like your input is really needed to help shift some things in a setting, whether it's a family gathering, friends, or a work situation. It's like we need your groundedness, where you're not going to be overly dramatic, where you're going to take what's going on with the drama and so on and so forth, and anchor in some sensibility, is what they're saying. Your energy is needed for that. But because of the work that you've done with yourself, with your own journey, it's like you're not going to be manipulated by what's happening, right? So sometimes if we try to help with the chaos just takes over, and we're in that space too. But I'm not seeing that for you. It feels like you're really anchored into your root chakra at this time. So your light, your calming presence is much needed at this time. Okay. All right, so then we're going to go to, I'm going to take that off there. The next one. Angie Lawrence says, I definitely need to hear a message. What is it I need to know to hear, please? All right, Angie Lawrence, let's see. Let's find out. Okay, you have the Justice card reversed. So right off the bat, they're saying that there are some areas in your life where you're feeling really frustrated. You might be tempted to rush judgment or speed up the karmic process for other people and situations. They're saying, leave it be, that you don't need to be entangled in this mess. It's taking a lot of your energy and your focus, and it's fueling you, and you're fueling that situation by focusing on it. Let Spirit handle it. Sometimes we're really frustrated because it appears like they're going to get away with this, and this is not okay. Somebody needs to call them on it. That's already in the plans. That's already in the karmic plan. So let it go. And as you let that go for now and say, I'm going to let Spirit do justice as Spirit needs to, as you do that, it frees you up. It gives you, it's not taking up rent in your head anymore, and frees you up to be able to do other things. Okay. So let it go for now. You might even need to do a cord cutting, right? Get some selenite, use my cord cutting spray, take a salt bath, spend some time out in nature and ground. For now, it doesn't serve you to allow that situation or those situations to hijack you. Okay. Next, we have this next person. I don't know your name because it just says Facebook user, but I'm going to post it right now. So, mystery Facebook user. Hi, Laurie. I deeply appreciate some directional guidance, please. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see what we've got here. I feel like I need to shuffle a little bit extra here. You have the Emperor reversed. Ooh, boy, all right, it's a beautiful card. Can you see that? Look at that there. I know I've got my ring light here. He looks like a wise sage, doesn't he? But he's flipped over here. Ooh, this is an interesting message. So I feel like someone that you have kind of looked up to, put in that guru status, that on a pedestal, you're starting to see that person and that situation differently. I do think it does serve us to mentor with other people, to look up to, but sometimes we put them way up there, and uh, they're not all they say or project themselves to be. And so I feel like that's kind of coming in for you. And I think at the same time, I think that with your evolutionary path and ascension process, that you maybe don't resonate, or it's like not align with that person or what they stand for at this time. It's like a soul agreement contract completed, and it's time for me to move on to someone or something else or different at this time. So I felt like we're starting to see behind the curtain. Remember the Wizard of Oz? Starting to see behind the curtain, and it's time for you to shift direction. And I am hearing this phrase, and by the way, this could be a male or female. And so the phrase that I'm probably going to butcher it up a little bit, but you're going to get the concept, is that how can you support another person, female or male, without telling them that their crown was crooked, right? Something like that. I think you get the gist of it, right? So if you see it, right, and if it's just something that doesn't really need to be shared or no one has asked you about, just kind of quietly disengage and move forward. It's for your own learning and understanding. Okay? Okay, Facebook user. All right, there we go. I'm just going to read some of the comments. Going to read Athena's comment. Gave me chills as it hit the nail on the head. Thank you for being the beautiful in between for us. And thank you. I appreciate all of you, right? I say I do believe that my job as psychic channel medium is to relay the messages, the information, the energy as clear as possible. And so I work on my temple. I receive energy healings. I try to make sure I get rest. I take care of myself. I'm learning, I'm growing. I have mentors. And so my job is to work at my connections. Okay, so I'm going to, and thank you for sharing. All right, the next person's question is Barbara McDaniel. Looking forward to hearing a message. You sure will be hearing a message. Let's see, Barbara. Okay. I have Barbara, like I hear Barbara's guides and stuff, but someone just jumped in. I don't think this relates to Barbara, but is there anybody who's watching that has Korean ancestors? Because I had a Korean male come through and he wanted to say hello. I felt like he had a fun personality, older male, just wanting to come through and say hello. So I'm going to acknowledge him since the space is open, and I'm just going to pass that on. So Barbara, I don't think that was for you unless you have Korean ancestors, right, on one side of the family. Okay, so Barbara, you have the Seven of, a lot of these are reversed, right? So that's what it's supposed to be. Seven of Swords reversed. So what they're saying is that you were seeing things different than the popular, you're seeing things different than what the popular consensus is. So everybody may say, oh, that dinner was wonderful, and you may be thinking, I am the odd person out. So I see more of that coming in for you, and that's your truth, right? It's okay to have different truths. I think what really is frustrating to so many people is when people try to push their agenda or their truth onto you if it's not a truth that you agree with, right? Maybe later on you'll see things differently. Maybe later on they'll see things differently. I just feel that here is the group consciousness, and they may be leaning towards a certain way or belief. It has kind of a heavy feel, and you're over here on the outside going, I don't see it. I don't get it. Maybe I'm oblivious. And I'm hearing that not necessarily so. And maybe, Barbara, you don't need that experience that everybody is having with that heaviness. So I hope that makes sense, passing on that message. And that happens for a lot of us, right? That we may say, oh, I don't see it, not feeling it. Maybe I don't need that experience. Again, maybe I'll understand that later, or maybe they'll understand my perception later as well. So letting that be. Okay. All right, the next one is for Aaron. Okay. And you're welcome, Angie. Okay, so I'm gonna take a sip of water. Like my cup. This is from Nancy. Nancy Santana got me this cup. Psychic readings. Love this. Okay, so, all right, here we go. So, Aaron. I do see Karen just commented, should ask a question about your health. I'm going to encourage you to go a little bit more into hermit mode and tune into your body and see what your body's telling you. I feel like there are certain stressful situations you need to disengage from, and then to put your mind at ease, go to the doctor is what they're saying, right? So sometimes it's just the doctor's going to say there's really nothing. But first, I feel like you need to separate yourself from the collective and all that stress stuff, and then kind of go into hermit mode, and then you'll be able to see things more clearly. Okay. All right. Here we go. And Facebook user, you are welcome. So this message is for Aaron. I'm going to give a good old Vegas shuffle here. Change them up a little more. And if a message resonates, just say so, right? Because it's or just know that you were meant to be here. No one's claiming that Korean ancestor, are they? And it could be later on, someone who tunes in, or I just see. So somebody says, it just says Facebook user, the family that lives next to me has Korean ancestors. I'm close with them. I would not be surprised if any of the ancestors would stop by and say hi. Did you know any of the older males, which would be like father age or like uncle, like that one generation higher, and like uncle? But there is definitely a male that's coming through and saying hello. Okay, so Aaron, we've got your message. Here he is again. We saw me shuffle, right? The King of Cups. So for you, Aaron, I feel that this has to do more with romantic relationship. So if you're in a romantic relationship, if you have a relationship, there's the recalibration so that we can be even more in sync and understand each other more so. If there is one that is not in your life at this time, I felt like that is a focus of or an agenda of your higher self and guides. If things are not flowing within the relationship you're in right now, the goal is to have you to be in a relationship where there's a flow. So you might notice some things may come up for you at this time if we're not quite in sync. So your higher self, your guides, your life path at this time is to have you in alignment with a supportive romantic relationship that where there's balance, where there's maturity, where we can support each other and grow and learn together and have a great time. And less drama, right? And where we can really open our hearts. Okay. You're welcome, Karen. Okay, so then that was for Aaron. So love is on the agenda. Love life, love life. Romance. Healthy romantic partners. Partner. Okay, oh, it's from Luba. So yes, it was a male. I saw you when you said that. I will have to let them know. You got it. All right, so Aaron, love's in the air. How wonderful. The recalibration, the alignment, like that is the agenda. Okay, so next is a question from Kathy Bowman. Oh, you don't have a question. It's just looking forward to this. So Kathy, I'm going to pull a card for you in the meantime. You have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Hold on, let me go back here. Seven of Pentacles reversed. So let me just take a moment to tune in here. Isn't that, that's like the Rodney Dangerfield, like, ooh, feeling a little uncomfortable. Okay, so have you been feeling like you're wasting your time? This is what they're showing me. So, right, this is the garden, or a tree, he's tending to it, and it's reversed. Have you been questioning, like, am I wasting my time with this effort? And the answer is probably. Probably. Maybe even ask yourself, why am I devoting so much time and energy? What are my goals? Do I see any progress? What is the, like, I feel like it would serve you to have like a timeline, a deadline of how much longer you would like to continue to pursue that path. If you're not seeing any progress, if you're not feeling happy about it, if it's frustrating you, right? So I felt like it's time for reevaluation to make sure that you are not, um, like, this is what they're showing me. Say you just moved into a community and you thought, oh, there's my neighbor over there. They have some weeds. Let me do this. I'm going to fit. They're on vacation. I'm really wanting to help them out, and and this. I feel like this is more of the energy too. Like, in addition, you're tending to their garden. You're doing these things, and then it's beautiful. They come back and they say, "Oh, we were letting it go because we were just going to put all like rock in there, right? The pebbles." And so then you would feel like, oh my gosh, I did all that for nothing, right? So I felt like that's kind of where Spirit's suggesting that you ask yourself these questions, right? What are my agendas? What am I making progress? Is this really is this journey complete? If I'm doing something for someone else, did I ask them, right? If I'm putting so much effort forward, is it worth it? Will they even care? Am I doing it for approval? Why am I doing this? Right. So I felt like that's pretty deep stuff there. So yeah, that's your message. And I feel like, again, this can be for many other people too. Okay. So the next person on here, okay, is for T Rob. I know I have a message. In regards to my youngest son, his wife, and their involvement with the immediate family. I have a message to my youngest son and his wife and their involvement. Okay, so this is the advice from Spirit. I feel like an ancestor's coming in, wanting to say something. Okay, so two cards came up. We have the Four of Wands reversed, and then there is that Seven of Pentacles reversed again. This has to do with family stuff. And remember, I heard, yeah, an ancestor came in and is saying, you might need to wait. You may not make progress. Stay out of the talk, right? I feel like there's a lot of talk. And everything is, and anything that we hear is someone else's projection and their belief system and their perception. And maybe it's not our truth or where we're at, right? So they're saying to hold on. And I do think that there is someone who is kind of a pot stirrer. So, the question is, do I want to be right or do I want peace, is what I'm hearing. So there's what's going on with everyone. And then there's the part with, let me take it back, a step back, and ask myself these questions with where I'm at. Am I able to do something? Should I be proactive? Should it take a step back? Is this the truth? Do I know it to be the truth? So it feels like it's really heavy stuff here. So that's the advice also from someone in Spirit, saying all of the information has not come forth yet. Okay. And you're welcome, Erin. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to Luba. Luba would like to receive a message from the divine. See, whoop, what we got here, Luba. One deep shuffle. Luba, you have the Ace of Swords. So I felt that they're giving me about 2.5, 3 months ago. It's almost like this bolt of inspiration came in, and it's like, should I do that? Can I do that? Is it doable? And now I feel that the know-how, the how, the why, the where, all of that is starting to come together. So, have you been playing with numbers? Like, it's like they're showing me this kind of complicated number system that I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't see you becoming an engineer, but I just see these numbers and how to and all of that coming in. It feels like it's a little complicated. Some people have artistic programs on like a tablet, and then they play around with that, and then they have this beautiful artwork. I feel like there's some type of system that looks complicated, but you get it. That I felt like that has to do with some ideas that came in for you maybe 2.5, 3 months ago. So that was towards like November of last year. So it's kind of coded, but they're saying coding, right? So some people do coding with websites and stuff, but I'm seeing that for you. That is your message. Interesting. But I also see that you really are enjoying it, or that it's something that feeds your soul and satisfies your mind at the same time. Okay, so the next one is for Emily Tanner. Emily Tanner. Hi, Laurie. Should I entertain this younger man that's interested in me? Laugh out loud. Hee hee. I feel like it's more of like hee hee rather than laugh out loud. Should she entertain him? So, I feel like you already are. Is it worth your while? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my shuffle where we have reversed and upright cards, and that's the answer. Whether it's right side up, it's a yes. Whether it's reversed, it's a no. Okay, so the card it's reversed, and this is the Chariot reversed. So what this is saying is that, while it's flattering, it probably isn't worth the emotional roller coaster. I felt like they're not consistent. They're not at a place of being mature. I felt like they're eye candy, and but I feel like it'd be more of a headache for you than being worth it. So they're saying now this there. I feel like there's someone that's more solid coming in. Okay, this is what they're showing me too. So if you were to entertain, date this other person, this younger person, then in the throes of that, and then I see you starting to see some of the drama, and like this is high maintenance, like high maintenance relationship. Then I'm seeing somebody else coming in, and then it's like I got to get rid of this younger person, and it feels like it's more complicated. You can't toss them to the. It's more complicated and not worth the stress and the energy. Okay, they're saying no. And T. Rob says, thank you. I understand the message. Okay, good. Good. Okay. The next one is for Ann Sagey. You see me traveling to Ireland later this year, or will it be best to wait until 2024? So I'm going to do the same thing. Yes or no? Yes. It's a yeah. So if it all comes together, if all of the ducks align, if all of your owls align up, and yes, then do it, right? That's the Page of Swords. So hold on, let me move this. Okay. So, and yes, if it all comes together, and they're also saying, some people may say that you're kind of doing it on a whim. You're not doing it on a whim. This is something that you've been working towards, you've been playing around with in your head. So it's a yes. And make that decision and ask the universe to help align all of the plans, the time frame, the finances, all of that together. All right, so let's see what else we have here. I think I got through. Okay, Emily, Athena. Oh, there's Joan. I knew there was one more. Okay, Joan, good morning. You've been having a very difficult time lately with my birthday next week. Can I look forward to a positive year ahead? Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors, right? But they're saying is that you've been through so much already that sometimes It's like we're not dull to things, but we're like, okay, I'm just going to go with it, and I'm going to choose to not let that take over my day, hijack. I did this popular word today, hijack my day. So I'm going to pull a card as I pull through. So it's a yes. So yes, but it also is because you decide to focus on you're choosing where to place your energy and your focus. And I know that sometimes when things get rough, it's hard to stay optimistic, but I do see you trying to look at the bright side, to make lemonade out of lemons, and to look at the glass half full. So this is a yes. It's the Knight of Cups, and there is much to enjoy and to be celebrating in your life, especially those who you connect with. Joan, do you have a sister? Because I feel like a sister energy, either it's a sister or a sister energy. See you spending more time with this female, and this female is a breath of fresh air. They make you laugh and they help you put things into perspective. Sometimes when we just talk to someone, it's like we can have that verbal diarrhea and we just get it out and they're like, okay, it's fine now, right? You just need to purge. You need some purging, and that will help you with lifting some of the burdens that you have been feeling in your life. Okay. Okay. And yes. Okay, Joan says yes. So you do have a sister. There's a sister or sister-like woman in your life that it just feels like, oh, my soul sister, right? And it just feels like that's what you're needing at this time, and she will help you purge and release what is not serving you at this time, or to get it off your chest. Okay. All right. Next person. Angela M, career, house, money, right? So the basic needs, your basic experience, your foundation. Let's see what we've got for you, Angela. You have the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so they want you to resist the urge to start something new, as in something that you haven't done yet. You're a very creative person. However, that there still is more, they're saying it, that the next few months may be a little boring to you and for you, but it's because you're creating more of that routine. Get up, go to work, come home, put money in the bank. Get up, go, right? I feel like it's that tedious stuff that can be frustrating for you a little bit. And like bright, shiny objects are coming in. You might decide, oh, I'm going to go follow that. They're saying, let it go for now. You can write that idea or that inspired thought down and visit it later. Not at this time. They're saying to embrace the mundane, and that slowly but surely you will be able to align with your goals and manifest those goals if you don't chase the bright, shiny objects. So there is more stability that's coming in for you at this time. Okay. That's good. Yeah. It doesn't mean also, yeah. And they're also saying, stop talking so much to other people about your ideas. Keep it close to the heart. Yeah. All right. You're welcome, Joan. Your beautiful soul yourself. All right. So then, back to here. Okay. So this is a Facebook user. So I would love a message from Spirit if you feel compelled. And I see Angela says, very boring days. I know, but it's through that repetition. Like sometimes it's like if you're trying to lose weight, right? Done this all my life, right? So trying to lose some weight and you're eating the food, you're exercising and nothing's budging. Your clothes aren't budging, the scale's not budging, nothing. It's like, wasting my time. And so then all of a sudden, right, like the next week, it's like 5 pounds, or you went down two pant sizes or something. That's what I'm saying. It's like watching grass grow, observing paint dry. That's where I feel like you're at, but it's just for now. It's just a short period of time. Okay. but you're making progress. Okay, so Facebook user would love a message. If compelled, I'm compelled. I cannot believe this came up again. The King of Cups. What the heck, right? There are 78 cards in this deck. The king, and I've been shuffling away. The King of Cups came up for you. So, whew. Well, this kind of goes on alignment with the Valentine's Day theme, which is coming up about love. Um, I feel like for you, if it's, sometimes people say, I don't know who needs to hear this, but blah, 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 blah. And I'm feeling that there's more of the expression of love and your feelings to other people, and also hearing it more frequently. And I don't say to just, and they don't want you just to say it, but if you really love someone, don't forget to say I love you. Oh, and this is okay. Also, in addition to that, there is someone on the other side that had a hard time, like meaning in spirit, that they had a hard time expressing their love. And I felt that towards the end of their life, that they did express their love. It's just they were terrible at communicating that. So I don't I mean, it could be you having a hard time that you had a hard time expressing your love for someone else who then passed. But I really feel it's more of someone on the other side coming through and saying, I was a terrible communicator. I know I didn't say it as often as I should. Either they said it right before they passed, or they want you to know that now. I have kind of like a little bit of a stubborn person. And I felt that this is how we do things. We're not all mushy and it's a sign of weakness. But I feel like there's this vulnerability that's coming through. And I also feel like that's coming through for you in your life at this time. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. The next person is Joni Lynn. Joni Lynn. Her question is, where is that noise coming from? Why? Good question. I have neighbors. We have a common hallway behind me here. I think they get a little rowdy at the nail salon sometimes, in a good way. They enjoy each other's company. All right, Joni Lynn, should I start a home decor business on my property? Need some guidance. I'm worried about the economy. We've been through many different economies, right? I opened up the Mystical Moon in 2007. I've been through that was a really difficult economy at that time. Didn't know if I was going to make it, but what was supposed to be was and manifested. COVID was challenging. You shift gears, and so you're wondering if you should open something on your property. I'm going to ask that yes or no. Let me just do it this way: yes or no. I'm just going to read the comment quick. Ginger, hey Ginger, thank you. My fiance who passed away. Okay, so I'm glad you just shared that. So yeah, so they're coming through and expressing that, and so there's more of that communication of coming through. All right. So back to Joni Lynn. So this is a no. This is the Seven of Wands. I think that there's another opportunity that's coming in, and so I know I'm not saying to not be mindful of what's going on and prices of things going up in the economy and so on and so forth. Be practical is what they're saying. But if you can try to shift your focus from being worried about the economy to how can I get creative and what is my path at this time? I do think that the the home decor business is a really good idea. Were you thinking about having like a warehouse on your property? Maybe what I'm seeing is like how they do live sales and things like that, and you could see what's available. Are you shipping, excuse me, are you shipping things, or are you looking to have a different, I feel like you need to do it off-site. Maybe store on your property, but have it off-site. You don't want everybody coming on your property. The reason being because then different energies, there's no privacy, people knocking on the door, you open, can I come in, right? I felt like it would be better for you to move it to somewhere else. Okay, you'll be just fine. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Next, I see comment. Hey there. This is fun. I love seeing in the spontaneous, impromptu setting, even omitting the saging, opening rituals to expedite this forum. Yep, you got it. I did it ahead of time. All right, so Joni says, building a store in a wooded area. If you have like 10, 20 acres, I would suggest that then. It just feels like you need more space and more privacy so that people aren't intruding on you in that way. Okay. But I think you're going to do well with it. All right. So then the next person, let's see if this is from Zoe. Hi, Laurie. I'd love to hear what Spirit has to say. Thank you. Zoe, I'm going to ask you if your back has been bothering you a little bit because it's like I needed to stretch my back, and it's kind of my back in the middle of my back where the heart is, like right in the middle there. It feels a little tense. So that's what they're showing me is stretching maybe a little bit more so. Hold on. Let me share this way. Okay. I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then I just see Joni says, thank you. You're on 46 acres. Okay, if you can go way over there, that's fine. And I'm just feeling like the further away, the better. But I did see you having some type of visual promotion marketing that really is going to go like gangbusters. And Zoe says, my back and spine have been hurting. Yeah, I know. So this is the thing that I do when I do teach about psychic development and doing readings for other people. I don't take on your pain. I don't feel the extreme pain that you feel. I don't feel it to that degree, but my attention is being pulled to that area. So the Spirit's acknowledging that. Okay. Okay, here we go. Card for you. Here we go. You have the Emperor. So you have control over who and what. Like, so I feel like, the question is, are you taking direction from other people? And I just feel like more things have been piled on you with responsibility by other people. And I felt that maybe you're not feeling like you're even driving your own car. It's like, I'm not even driving this bus. What the heck? I moved you from a car to a bus. That it's like, okay, I'm handling all of this stuff for other people. And is it what I even want to do? And so you do have control over this. You have the choice to say, enough is enough. I want to focus on my goals. I feel that there are other people that you're helping to support, which is, I do think it's lovely to support other people. But at that, on the flip side of that, it's like somewhere you're getting lost in all of that, and all of this it's weighing heavy on your, like you're shouldering all of this, and they are not all of your burdens to carry. You're not supposed to carry all of it. Okay. All right. Uh-oh, somebody's upset. All right, so it's not me. I'm not crying. You would know if I'm crying. And it's none of my readers here or staff out front. All right, Deborah Purdue, please give me insight into what is in my near future. Things are upside down right now. Let's pull a card for you, my friend. Okay. Oh, this is good. Here's the Tower upside down. Look at how fun that is. So things are about to shift. So the thing about the Tower is that it does show us where change needs to happen in order for us to move forward, for things to grow. But sometimes they're on shaky ground. But it also says that there needs to be the breakdown of order. You've already had that Tower moment. And so you should start noticing that things are starting to shift for you in the next couple of months. They're fast forwarding me to April. So by April, I felt like some of the dust has settled from your Tower moments. And so now we could get a little bit of a handle on things. And I felt like some of the fog, the stress, the unknown is known. And then we can have more of a game plan to move forward. Okay. All right. So Zoe, or is it Zoe? It might be Zoe. I've taken on everyone else's things and not caring for myself. So I totally understand this. You're welcome. Good. Do how about some cord cuttings, right? Cut those energy cords so that you can disconnect and regroup. It's a regrouping time for you. Okay. All right. So that was Deb. And then I'm going to go back here. All right. So this is Facebook user. Appreciate the message. Thank you. This is also for the message that who is it, Karen? Oh, this is Luba. Oh, I already did one. Okay, sorry, Luba. All right, hiding you now. Sage and Grace. All right, Sage and Grace. Am I going to get this promotion? Thank you. Let's see. As of right now, I do think that there is a promotion in the future. Is it with that organization? I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Okay, so I'm not so sure if it's that organization. So if they're right side up, it's a yes. If it's reversed, it's a no. So there's something else coming in. So that is the 8 of Cups reversed. So by the way, that promotion may not be all of what it's cracked up to be. And when people say if it doesn't come in, it means something better is coming in. That is what I'm feeling for you. And it just feels like, ooh, you may not want that promotion, because then I'm going to say kind of a curse word. So I'm going to give you all a moment to plug your ears or turn me off. But this is what I'm hearing, is that with that promotion, you're going to have to work with that asshole. There's someone who you don't really connect with, and I feel like you're going to be paired up with them more so, and it's not going to be your thing. And I just feel like you may be miserable. So there is growth coming in for you, but I feel like it's something else, not that promotion, or maybe it's with another aspect of that company, or you're going to create your own promotion. So not so sure. And I do think it is a blessing if you don't get that. Okay, so back to here. We're almost done. Almost done. I've got a shift starting in a couple of minutes out front. All right, so this is from Barb. Please give me... Oh, no, this is Barb. Here we go. Yeah, good morning to Spirit. See the clinic dissolving, and is retirement coming this year? For me this year, my husband. Let's see. So is retirement coming in for you? Let's see. One more shuffle. Yes, I had 2, but I'm going with the 1. So you have the 2 of Swords, so that, and it's right side up, so it's a yes. So it's like cutting those cords and being done with it. I'm not going to say that you don't care, but there is that element of let the chips fall where they may, because this is more important than that, right? So it's a yes. And as long as you don't allow yourself to be pulled in all these different directions. How about the statement of this year, I am retiring, right? And I am trusting the path of Spirit and how all of this comes together, right? Start with that statement and maybe put a post-it somewhere that will help you with setting things into motion. Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna take a look here. And I have one more question. This is the last one that I'm going to be answering. This is Erlinda. Okay, Erlinda, what do my spirits have to say? Let's see. We're going to pull a card in the shuffle, and then we'll see what we can do for you. All right. So, Erlinda, you have the Page of Swords. So they're saying that you're feeling a little sassy these days and a little, sassy. So, sometimes how we have that quick-witted response and maybe a little sarcasm, there's a little bit of sarcasm tucked in there. So they're showing that, and you might want to try to dial it down a little bit and tone it down a little bit rather than being full blast and letting everybody have it. Some people do deserve for you to hear your truth, and you deserve to speak your truth and to communicate in that way. And then there are other situations that maybe you're sharing something or like your opinion or an observation and you don't have all the details, and it might get you into a pickle. So the reason why you're feeling a little bit of this unrest is because some things are not sitting well with you. And I think that it would help you, it would serve you to kind of inquire, why am I grumpy? Why is this bothering me? What is it really? What really is this about? Right. So I think that that would help you. Okay. All right. So our time together is up. Here we go. So our time is up. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. And I know that there probably was a message or two that resonated for you. I'll be doing this again in the future. Thank you all so much for joining me, and have a beautiful weekend. Try to work with some type of full moon releasing to shift your energy, to set yourself up for the next cycle of success and achievement, personal goals. All right. Have a great one, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you. And you're also very welcome. Thank you. Bye.